Tony, why didn't you let me do that?
Kayfabe friends.
We restructured my deal. Next scene, I'm jumping off of balconies and ladders. A lot of you might think that Darby was the cause for that, or the reason, the instigator behind that. It wasn't Darby. It was actually Bubba and Devon. Yeah. No, seriously, I'd walk into the arenas and look at the balconies. I'd look at the set and I go, oh, I could come off right here. I could jump off right there. I could go through tables right there. Only had one fail in all the jumps off and through tables. That was in Toronto. Had Sammy Guevara on a table on the floor, ladder set up inside the ring. I'm at the top climbing up with Darby at the same time. Darby, I got this. I jumped off, the ladder gave a little bit, caused my mouth to collide with Sammy's knee, bashed in my tooth, caved in my lip, came back to the dressing room. The doctor says, Sting, you're going to need some plastic surgery on that. I got no sympathy from Booker T on that. Anyone see all the stuff he was writing during that time? Sting doesn't need to be doing that anymore. This time in his career, why is he doing that?
No, man, I got to give him credit. I got to give him a lot of credit for going out the way he's going out after the doctor said he'll never do this again. I don't know how Sting's going to be feeling after this run is over with, as far as, but definitely, I must say, this is like a high power thing. You know what I mean? God has definitely been on his side.
You know, I thought for the first time, I'm going to get him, the first time I get a chance, I'm going to jump off a balcony, go through some tables, pop up to my feet, no sell, beat on my chest, look into the camera and say, can you dig that sucker? I saw Booker a couple months ago. We talked about it. We all laughed. It was great. I love Booker. I did realize, too, that if you fans did not want to play anymore, Cody and Tony asking me if I wanted to come back and play, if you guys didn't want to play, I stood no chance, and I knew that. I also realized that the wrestlers in the back, if they didn't want to play, all the young talent back there, I stood no chance. All the producers, directors, the network, everybody, people behind the scenes, but seemed like everybody was pretty much on board. So I quickly had to learn who my go-to people were going to be if I was going to step into this thing for a full-time deal. Guy named Charles Hardiman, who understood me and understood my character, the Sting character, and he had my back. I couldn't have done it. I didn't stand a chance without a Charles Hardiman. Darby, who knew my strengths, my weaknesses, and had my back, and made my last run so darn fun. Yeah, you can. It's okay. Without Darby as my tag team partner, I stood no chance, and I knew that. Tony Khan, who allowed me to go out on my own terms, the way I wanted to go out, with the exception of one thing, Old Man Sting. I wanted to retire as Old Man Sting. So you've got Surfer Sting, Crow Sting, Wolfpack Sting, Joker Sting, modern day Crow Sting, and I wanted to finish with Old Man Sting. And what I mean by that is kind of like a Clint Eastwood, from Unforgiven. I never did see the movie, but the scene where he's, the guy that did all the spaghetti westerns and shot all the bad guys up, and he's the aged guy now, and he sets the can up on top of the post out there, and he takes his 6-shooter out. He shoots 6 rounds, and he misses the can. He misses the posts, and he casually, with that iconic Clint Eastwood stare, goes back into the house, grabs a shotgun, and blows the can off and blows the post off. He was getting the job done just in a different way, and I wanted to do the same thing. So you got all the chaos happening out there in the ring, and here comes Old Man Sting, gray-haired, with my cane, which is my bat. And as all the chaos is going on, make my way down to the ring, climb up the balcony, jump off, and go through some tables. Still getting the job done. Tony, why didn't you let me do that? And Bubba, I'm like you. That was supposed to be funny. Come on.
Kayfabe friends, the podcast you need.